Good day, aspiring casting challenge medalist and possible certified instructor someday. The goal of this video, this short little keep it simple, do a quick video, is to show you the different angles that we will need for filming so that we can give you remote coaching. That's all what it is. One thing that is helpful though, in terms of filming as well, is to have a casting course set up. And you can see my casting course that I have set up. What do you need? A tape measure. That's not metal, so it doesn't rust on you. Been there, done that. And then also just some markings. Soccer cones, could be paper plates with a stone on it. Just keeping it simple, but it's good to have a course set up with some small targets that you're aiming for. So we're going to walk over to the course, and we're going to do 3 different angles of how I want you to set up your camera so that we can take a look at your video most effectively. Hi, Marianne Dozer here. So 3 views. This is one of the views. This is what I would call the close-up view. This really allows us to see what's going on with your arm when you're casting. You'll notice that you're seeing my casting arm. It's not from the other side of my body. Okay. You'll also know that I have a spot. As you look at all of these videos, I'm always got my little toes real close to the tape measure to measure out the cast. That's important, as well as keep me centered for all the different views you might take. In this view, again, I'm going to cast, and you can see that. Is the focus again is really seeing your backstop and your forward stop. Not too worried about seeing your loops. I like to see a little bit of that rod, maybe half of that rod, so I can kind of see a little bit of what's going on with the bend in the rod. But again, just a close-up, really focused on your arm mechanics and looking at the quality of your stop. Hi, again, now I'm at my second angle. You'll notice I'm further away from the camera, or the camera's further away from me, however you want to call it. But the goal of this one is to be able to see your loop coming off the rod tip after your stop. It's not about seeing the whole line unrolling, but seeing a couple feet of your loop unroll. That's the focus of this one. So setting up for this one is critical. Again, you got to see the rod tip horizontally. This is not where you stop, but this is how you frame for this angle. I got to see the rod tip on top. This is not where you stop, but this is how you set up for it. I've got to see the rod tip. What's key is I can see the rod tip. And I'm going to do a couple casts so you can see what we're looking for. So as I'm casting, I can see your arm from afar, but most importantly, I can see where you're stopping and what the quality of that loop is after you stop, and just as you begin your pause. That's what I'm looking for. This view, you'll notice I'm looking straight at the camera. What this allows us to do is to see what's going on with your tracking as you accelerate to your stop, and what you do after you stop with your tracking. Okay? Very key to keep it in shape. So I'm going to go ahead and do one, and you can see I should have pretty good tracking here. Okay? And then here, if I see something like this in the tracking, I know I got to keep my knuckles on the window. The other fun thing about this view is you can make it a little accuracy. Can you get that loop and that fly to show up in the view window? Anyway, just having some fun there. I'm going to walk up a little closer. Please videotape yourself. Make sure that when you videotape yourself, you do a lot of videotaping. With Hudl Technique, you can actually tape 10 minutes of your casting. Go and look at it. And what we want to see that you put out either on Hudl Technique or Coach's Eye is about a 30-second view, just a couple frames of cast. And it can be a good cast, it can be a bad cast, whatever you want to have us or me or any of my other fellow certified instructors take a look at. Thanks. Good luck on your journey for your casting challenge medals and your casting certification for those of you who are seeking your certification. Best wishes, and I hope I can make you be successful. Thank you.